Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey, and today I'm going to guide you through a Yin Yoga practice that you can do before bed, perhaps, or just towards the end of your day when you're getting ready to wind down. All of these poses are relatively gentle and stretchy, very good for relieving any stress, and you can even do them in your bed. I'm going to be using a bolster today, but if you are doing your practice in bed, you could use a couple of your bed pillows stacked on top of each other for the poses that will use the bolster. But whenever you are ready, go ahead and set yourself up in our first pose, which is going to be a reclined butterfly with fish also. So butterfly fish, I'm taking my bolster the long ways of the mat towards the top of my mat, and then I'm turning away from it so that the short edge of the bolster goes right up to my lower back. Again, if you're using like pillows, you can just kind of stack them on top of each other the length of your spine. But then I'm going to slowly recline all the way down, letting my head rest back. And then once you get here, soles of the feet together, knees go apart. And this is the butterfly aspect of the pose. If you don't have any pillows or bolsters, it's okay. You can just do a reclined butterfly instead. But no matter where you are, just start to connect with your breath now. Notice the way that your breath moves your body. Maybe you notice the rise and fall of your belly or your ribs. And because you might be practicing this at the end of your day, you could use this practice as a way to reflect and let go of the day that you've had. Maybe you had a wonderful day, reflecting on the positive emotions that maybe the memory of today brings. It's also possible that you've had a not so great day. That's okay. We all have them. It doesn't mean that you have done anything wrong. It doesn't mean that you are less than in any way. But this practice could be about supporting yourself after that difficult day, showing yourself some love and compassion. And perhaps making peace with this day that you've had. Take another breath in through your nose here. Exhale, let it go with a sigh. And then use your hands underneath your thighs to help close your legs in like you're closing a book. Soles of your feet back to your mat. Notice the way that your hips feel right now. And then you can lean over to one side, maybe prop yourself up on that elbow, and then just reach behind you with whatever hand you have and scoot your bolster out of the way before laying all the way onto your flat back again. And then check in with how your back and your chest feels after that heart opener. Notice how it feels to be in a neutral position. And then we'll move into reclined swan. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Let your left knee drift away from you. And you are welcome to stay right here. Or you can pull your legs closer, reach through and grab a hold of your right leg wherever's accessible. And so for some people that's just holding onto the pants leg. Others like to hold onto the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. And even though your arms might be holding onto your legs, you don't have to use a whole lot of force here. Just let the arms be heavy, let the shoulders be heavy. Only use as much effort as is necessary to stay in this posture. And then begin to soften, deepen your breath. Again, coming back to your intention, your reason for this practice at the end of your day. What do you need from this practice? Take another breath in. Exhale, slowly let go of what you were holding on to if you chose to pull the legs in. And then uncross your left ankle from your right thigh. Notice if anything in particular would feel good after that really big hip stretch. Any movements or maybe just straightening out that left leg. And we're going to do that on the other side now. Crossing right ankle over the left thigh. Maybe keeping your left foot grounded, maybe pulling your legs closer, holding on wherever is accessible to you. One more breath in. Exhale, let go of whatever you're holding on to. Left foot grounds down and then uncross your right ankle. Pause and notice any differences from whenever you first started. Notice if there's any way of moving that would feel good after that hip stretch. And then we'll extend our legs long for this next pose, moving into our banana. We're going to walk both heels towards the left, maybe cross your right ankle over your left ankle, and then walk your head and your shoulders to the left as well a little bit. Your hip bones should still be pointing straight up towards the sky. You shouldn't be rolling over onto your left hip. And you have the option to keep your arms down beside you, or you can reach your arms up, holding on to your right arm with your left hand. And softening, sending your breath to your right side body. You might even sense that your right side body is not just the right side of your ribs where we primarily tend to feel this, but it's that whole section from your right foot all the way up to your right wrist. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, bring your arms down, walk your head and your shoulders back to center, walk your feet back to center. Take a pause before you go to the next side. Just notice how that pose affected you on your right side. And then when you're ready, we'll move to the next side. Both heels walk over to the right. Maybe you cross left ankle on top of right ankle. Head and shoulders to the right as well. And take your option. Either keep your arms down beside you or reach your arms up overhead. Holding on to the right wrist or right arm with your left hand. Take one more breath in on this side. Exhale, release. Both arms down. Head and shoulders back to center, feet back to center. Again, pause when you get here. Notice how that pose has impacted you. And then we'll pull the knees in towards the body for our next pose, Happy Baby. In Yin Yoga, we call this stirrup. So knees come in, and then widen your knees apart. You might stay here holding on to the fronts of your shins or the backs of your thighs, or you can kick the feet towards the sky, reach through the insides of your legs to grab a hold of your feet. And even though your arms, again, like in that reclined swan, are holding on to your legs, try to soften the muscles and just use the effort that's necessary to stay here. One more breath in. Exhale, let go of what you're holding on to. Bring your feet back down to your mat. It might feel nice after that to extend your legs or tick-tock your knees side to side. You could take a little bridge pose, pressing into your feet, lifting your hips. And our last pose before we go into rest, or maybe you even go off to bed, is a reclined twist. So we'll pull the knees in again, open the arms out into a T shape or a cactus shape, and then let both of your legs drop towards the left. Stacking your right leg on top. Make sure you can still feel an opening through your chest. And the closer that your knees come in, the more you'll feel this in your back body. Take another breath in your twist. And then exhale, pull your knees back in towards you, roll towards your back. It might feel nice to rock a little bit side to side here. And then our last pose. Let your legs drop to the right, open your left arm out beside you. Soften into the twist on this side. One more inhale. Exhale. Return to your back. Pull your knees in. Give yourself one more big hug. Again, you could rock side to side. From here, we're going into rest. So you can truly set yourself up in any way that's comfortable. If you're already in bed, you could pull the covers over, get your pillow situated. And this is where I'm going to leave you this evening. And so if you're going to sleep, you can turn off the video. And if you're heading off into the rest of your evening, maybe you just take a couple more moments here in silence for yourself. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me and allowing me to guide you today. I hope that you have a great night of rest, and I hope we can practice together again very soon. Namaste.